All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, once again, this is going to be a quick hit, Lord willing, to be edifying. All right, so basically, this is going to be a lesson going into, us coming back into our natural estate. All right, so without further ado, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thou, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. All right, and it's the land that thou knowest not. It's talking about right here in America, man. All right, okay, because in order for us to be discontinued from our heritage, okay, um, we pretty much had to do something to piss the Lord off, man. And what did we do, man? Okay, we went off, man. All right, we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, so the Lord broke us off into captivity, man. All right, and here we are, according to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Yet this day in our captivity. That's why it says, where thou hast scattered us. All right, right, and who scattered us? Our Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's why it says, continuing on, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. All right. So the Lord is pissed, man. All right. All right. Why? Because Jake keep going the fuck off, man. All right. And the Lord pretty much was so angry. All right. He put us into slavery, man. You see? All right. And due to the process of slavery, we've been scattered all over the four corners of the earth. All right. And which into captivity. All right. And under the captivity, our heritage was beaten out of us. You see? Your name Toby, boy. You see? All right, because this was the only captivity, okay, that we did not know ourselves. Out of all of the captivities that we've been in, we knew ourselves. This was the only captivity that we have been discontinued from our heritage. All right. But when you go into the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 15, it tells you, let's just get it. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. All right, and the field represents the world. You see? But every city you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are in, guess what? When you look around, hey, we curse. Verse 17, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store, Salakia. So basically, we the first fight and last height. Verse 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So what's this saying? So basically, from the time when you were born and from the time that you perish, all right, the time that you are sent back to the spirit world, you're cursed. All right, so it says, verse 20, this is the point. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexations, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of thy wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. You see? All right, so So basically, the Lord did that, man. All right. All of these things that's taking place, okay, is because of 2/3 of the children of Israel, all right, okay, went off, okay, all right. So the Lord, all right, pretty much made us dumb, deaf, and blind, okay, into a certain time, all right. And it was prophesied, all right, because this is a prophecy, all right, and that prophecy came to pass, all right, okay, that if thou wilt observe to do all of the commandments and statutes, okay, it tells you that in Deuteronomy 28:1. All right, let's get that. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. All right, and but we at the bottom. And why is that? Is because the Lord did that. All right, because we went off. All right, so the Lord, he swiped everything away from us, including our heritage. But the Lord said it was going to come a time, all right, which is prophecy, all right, that it's going to come to pass that we're going to wake up. And that's why it says this in the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. You see? And that's what you see today. All right? Where you're seeing the beginning of an end. All right? Of the end of an age, a rulership of the so-called white man Esau Edom. And the beginning, all right, which is going into Second Ezra, the 6th chapter and the 9th verse. For Esau is the end of the world, and for Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Okay, so that's what you're seeing, man. You're seeing us coming back, standing upon our feet, and there's a great exceeding army, an army of the Lord, coming back to our true heritage, our lineage of who we truly are as a nation of people. All right. And who are we? We are Hebrew Israelites. Okay. All right. According to the Bible. All right. So it says that, for I knew that they would not hear me because of stiff-necked people in the land of their captivities. Okay, what's that land? They should remember themselves. It's talking about here. All right, but not just here, because we were scattered all throughout all of these the heathen nations in the captivity. First, with our forefather Moses, the Egyptian captivity. Then we went into the Babylonian captivity, and then the Medes, the Persians, Medes Empire, roughly paraphrased. Then after that, it was the trying to get everything in chronological order. After that, it was the Greeks. No, Salakia. It was the Assyrians, then the Greeks, then the Romans, and then this captivity here. All right, and all right. So let's get. All right, so we've been scattered, man. And due to us being scattered, we have been discontinued from our heritage. All right, okay. But the Lord said that we was gonna come back, so here we are today. Okay, but let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Chapter 16, verse 14. I'm going to end it on this. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. All right, and that's talking about right here. All right, in North America, all right, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, all right, which goes into the promise, all right, the promise of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you see, and that's why it's very imperative for us to stay diligent, all right, and, and to pray that the Lord keep the Hakadash upon us, man, because the time that's coming, man, You you know, it's about to get really, really rough, and we're gonna need to understand, okay, the power that we serve, and the promises that we have to look forward to, no matter how rough it get. All right, so stay focused, stay diligent, and and stay humble, and stay woke. Shalom.